As empaths, we are constantly absorbing the energy around us without even necessarily realizing it. But the good news is you don't have to let every negative vibe drain your life force. In today's video, I'm going to share 5 different tools you can use throughout your day to keep your energy feeling charged, feeling clean, allowing you to tap into and check in on where your energy is at to help you move through the day with just your own energy. Let's dive in. The first step is a morning grounding ritual. As soon as you wake up, close your eyes, take a few deep breaths. I'll put on 10 minutes of some relaxing music, and I'll deep breathe. And I'll breathe in, breathe out, allow myself to connect to myself. And I'll inhale all of my energy, all of that life force into my body. And I'll exhale anything I need to release out through my feet. I'll visualize roots going down into the ground, and this will help me ground myself. This grounded connection helps you stay anchored and clear as you move through your day. As you inhale through these roots, you can visualize that grounding, nurturing earth energy coming up your feet and moving through your body and filling your vessel. And you can exhale anything that feels dense or tense or scattered or just not in alignment with how you're looking to start your day. This becomes your first line of defense. After doing your grounding practice, it is time for your energy shield. Once you're up and about and moving around, it's time to shield yourself. Visualize a bright, glowing white light extending from you out into the space around you, like a bubble of protection that only allows positive energy to enter. Imagine this light bubble growing stronger and brighter with every single breath you take. If you need a little bit of extra protection, you can visualize a mirror on the outside of the bubble reflecting back out anything that you're not willing to absorb. This shield will help you maintain your space, maintain your energy, and not pick up on anything throughout the day. I know a lot of people aren't into visualization. It took me a while to buy into it myself, but as I just decided to experiment and trust, especially with the roots exercise and the light bubble exercise, I noticed a big difference in how I was carrying myself and my energy throughout the day. So these 2 practices are key for me before I head out for the day, start my work day, start whatever I'm about to do that causes me to be out about in the energy of other people. Then around midday is time for a self-check. How are you feeling? Are there any areas of tension or anxiety or frustration or just those kind of icky emotions that need a little bit of space held for them? If you need to calm down, that's when it's time to take a walk, even if it's a quick one. If you're at work, just a walk to the bathroom, wash your hands, take a deep breath. If you can't escape your circumstances, just focusing back on your breathing, connecting back to the self and seeing where we're at right now, how our energy is. Is it high or low? Is it positive or negative? Is it empowered or frustrated? Wherever it's at, and you can go back to that energy shield that you built in the morning and revitalize it, breathe back into it, pull it back into your awareness, and allow yourself to recalibrate to your own personal energy. The key here is to release any energy that you've noticed that you've picked up along the way. Whether you visualize it leaving through your exhale or visualize it leaving through the roots of your feet or returning it to sender or whatever it is, and coming back and recalibrating to your own pure energy, that'll help make sure that whatever you've picked up gets left behind. Step 4 is when you're home for the day, that is when it's time to cleanse. Whether it's like a salt bath or using sage or Palo Santo to smudge. I keep both in a little seashell where I like to come home to work. And I find these herbs to be very powerful. I've learned the energy of the plants, but if you don't quite buy into that, it can be the mental association of the smell and the intention. So I'll take just a piece of sage and I'll light it and I'll cleanse all over my head, all around my body, around my arms, my hands, my feet, my legs, and I'll kind of just go through and allow that smoke to dissolve anything that I've picked up along the way. The smell of it itself has really grown on me. I find it to be a very cleansing and grounding and nurturing scent. And you don't have to do it till you stink up the whole place. You can just do it enough for you to get that cleanse, and you'll be able to feel yourself just feeling a little bit lighter, a little bit calmer. And you can use the herb of your choice. You could use incense. You can use kind of whatever calls to you. Traditionally, sage is really good for removing that negative stuck energy, but if something else speaks to you, using what works for you is the biggest key. If you can't burn something or aren't comfortable doing that, an intentional shower will do. I'll picture the shower water washing over me. I'll picture all of the stuff I've picked up throughout the day as black, just running down my body, running down the drain. And then I'll picture that shower water as white light filling me back up, cleansing, charging, empowering, and allowing me to go back to full throttle. And when I started doing this practice, I realized I felt just energized and a bit buzzy for a good while after my shower. And that's when I learned that doing these types of energy practices are really powerful when you put the proper intention behind them. Running through the motions isn't the same as when you're locked in, you're present, and you're tapped into the feeling of the experience. Nighttime protection is the fifth step. As you go to bed, revisit that light shield. When you close your eyes, you picture that shield and you say you only want relaxing, positive, nurturing energy to come for you while you sleep. You want to be comfortable, you want to be protected, you want to be relaxed, you want to be all these things that require you to get a good night's rest so you can carry on with your life the next day. Additionally, I like to use an oil diffuser next to my bed. I'll do rosemary, lavender, frankincense. Pine is one of my favorite grounding plants in nature and scents at home. Anything that speaks to you that can help you kind of embody that into your ritual. And I love to sleep with crystals next to my bed as well. Black tourmaline, amethyst, clear quartz, blue calcite, all of these are very nurturing, relaxing, protective stones. And when they're all used together, they can really affect the little bits of energy that are in your space and then affecting you as you sleep. So I'm curious, what types of energy protection rituals do you already use? How often do you use them? Are there any of these ones, or do you have your own? I would really love to know and experiment with whatever any of you are already using, as I love these types of practices. I love that type of self-connection and purification aspect of this. And I'd love to hear below what's working for you and what you're willing to try. If you found any of these tips helpful or expansive, I'd love to know. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever you feel called to do, and I'm so happy to be along with you on this journey.